Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2019 love reading. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I've already been pre-shuffling. Of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't want to see or hear me shuffle. A card did fly out. It's in reverse here. It's the Mother of Cups. So the Mother of Cups, I'm going to stick this back into the deck. Mother of Cups, some of you guys may be feeling as if you're avoiding your intuition. You're kind of just like, I know how I feel. I know what's best for me. I know what I need to do, but I don't want to do that. I avoid that gut feeling. Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The month of June 2019. Okay, you guys do have here the Son of Swords. Son of Swords is a young male, very charming, very slick with his words. It is someone who is not much older than 35. But this knight here, this sun here, is someone who is ambitious, just ready to move on to the next, to conquer whatever it is to come. But also, since it's the swords have to do with the mind. So that's the thing here. There might be a lot going on mentally, like you feel like you want to do this and then that, and so much, your mind is going so fast, super fast, that you're not really thinking about the consequences. You're kind of just going with the wind. Okay? But definitely you do have, it's like you have this force, this, I can do it. Whatever comes at me, I can do it. No matter what it is. It sounds pretty dangerous because you might put yourself in situations where you don't need to be, but you're there, and to you it's like, when it happens, right there and then I'll figure it out. So like I said, you're not really thinking about the consequences. So whether this is your state of mind right now, or this is who you're dealing with, this is the way they think, this is the way they see it. Okay? Now, definitely, when one partner is acting this way, acting cold in a way, but also like fearless, what tends to happen is, for some, you start acting the same way. Like, okay, this is the way you're showing me. So whether you're doing it out of anger or you're doing it because, like, hey, this person is looking at life differently. In other words, wanting to conquer whatever comes at them. So I want to do the same thing. But just remember that it's fine. You have this armor. You have this like in the outwards, you have this strength, this energy to go. But emotionally and energy-wise, be very careful, because that can obviously trick you, like, yes, you're ready, but you're not thinking about the consequences, in other words. Okay? You're just using your mind instead of your emotions and really thinking about it, right? All right, then we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is stability, celebration. Whether there's going to be a lot of parties this month, a wedding, a quinceañera, a sweet 16. There's some type of celebration, but also a foundation. A foundation, whether you are ready to take the next step into the relationship. Okay? Maybe you guys haven't talked about moving on to the next step. So with this Knight of Swords here, it could definitely be that this person is like, hey, let's move in. Hey, let's get married. You know, the next step. But also, it could definitely be, let's start a business. Okay, so for the month of June, it's about transformation. And wands, I mean, the swords, you could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. The wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, then next to that, we have the Judgment card. All right. So again, number 4 here. This is a really good card to have. This one and this one can make things a bit complicated. Okay? Because you have one person telling you, just go with it. Let's do it. But then also, it's like you were put in this position and you're like, wait a minute. But, you know, look at what happened to me a couple years ago. I was in a serious relationship. I was about to get engaged, or, you know, it could be anything. Something serious happened in the past, and now you are here about to jump on to the next thing, the next best thing for you right now. And it's kind of like you're bringing up the past. It's all coming back to you. And of course, that's where it starts to mess with people's mind. They start to be afraid. They just run away. You run away from this beautiful situation because of the what ifs. So this is a time to look at it as, you know what? I'm given another opportunity for this. And if it feels right, and if it feels like it's for me, then it is time for you to forgive and forget. You don't have to call that one person who you went through this issue with. You don't have to. If you want to, whether it was a brother or a sister that got into the relationship, it could be for whatever reason. So either you can and be like, you know what, I understand this happened, and just so, you know, I wish you the best, and, you know, good luck. You don't have to sit there and, you know, reconcile. No, it's just to leave that behind, but leave it as in a peaceful way. and just move on and be happy, and you know what I'm saying? So it is a time to forgive and forget. And like I said, you don't have to. You don't have to find this person and contact this person. No, you can easily just tell yourself, you know what? Yeah, I went through this a couple months ago, a couple years ago, and it hurt me. It it messed with my mind. So now I am here put in this situation, like, dude, what's going to happen now? Are we going to be okay? Am I going to be able to trust this person, or so on and so forth? You know, don't don't sit there and give yourself all these questions, and then you're just going to, have this fear come over you, and you're just going to want to run from it. And you're going to keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, and you're not going to go nowhere. So this really is about you forgiving and forgetting. Now, of course, we're human. We are not going to completely forget about everything. It might cross our minds here and there, and that's fine. But to sit there and dwell on it and just, let it suck the life out of us, really, I don't know what you're doing. So, forgive and forget. So you can be happy, so you can move on and have this beautiful foundation with this charming person, whoever it is. Then we have the Empress. The Empress is a yes. A yes, yes, and yes card. It is you are going to put the love and that that motherly love. Even though you can be a male, but it's that feminine side, that loving side, that I'm going to invest my time, my energy, my love into this. Right here, right now, it's a yes, yes, and yes. Now, yes, it can also be pregnancy. So, for some of you, it's like everything happening all at once. And it happens so suddenly. But, we're here right now. Why not? The Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is a person who has a way of thinking. Like, it could definitely be a religious way of thinking. Whether you are, well, I'm not going to sit here and mention all the religions, but you can be any religion. And of course, every religion has its own belief. So, you might feel as if, okay, this person believes in this, but I believe in that. Is this going to work out? Are we going to have issues because we don't agree? Now, it's not about being, he's stubborn and he wants it this way and that's how it's going to be, or she's stubborn. No, it's much more, you were grown up around certain people, certain religions, and there's a way that you learn on how to do things, on, what to believe in. And, if you believe that you should get married before you have children, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some type of, he believes that, I believe this. But also it is marriage. Pregnancy, marriage, this might be your month. This might be that month. Or, engagement. Also, being around certain communities, certain friendships, certain, circles. Now, with this card, it's more like, are they gonna approve of me? Is his friends or her friends going to approve of me? Are their parents and family going to approve of me? Now, for some people, it's a big deal. But in other cases, it's not that big of a deal, but it does cross your mind and it might give you a little bit of fear. But again, the way I look at it is, if you're with this person and this person makes you happy, then nothing else should matter. Now, I know it's easier said than done because there's a lot of family members that just want to put you down through the whole relationship. And yes, it's stressful, it's annoying. But again, if this person makes you happy and you make that person happy, and at the end of the day you guys are happy with one another, then nothing else should matter. But if this person is, kind of taking their side and sometimes taking your side, then yeah, that might be an issue later on. But this card is a card of having to feel like, am I going to be approved? In other words, the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups. The Queen here is so Cups is having to do with emotions. And this card here tells me that you are going to dive in. It's, it's like you have your whole life, your whole emotions, your whole, the inside of you in this cup right in front of you. And yes, it's a card of intuition. Of course, you are looking at your whole emotions, your love life, your fears and your hopes and everything. Your whole inner. It's a card of listening. Listening to your intuition. The Tower card. The Tower card, of course, is a card that everyone thinks is destruction. Everything is just going to go upside down from this point on. No. It's a card, yes, of an argument, some type of blow up. You could lose a friend, a friendship. But it has to happen, whether you like it or not. This card is one of those that, you know what? This is reality. Nothing is perfect. You can have this charming person, you can have this beautiful house, you can have family all over you and friends. But something is going to come along the way and it's going to hurt. But it has to happen. For you to just get on to the next chapter of your life. The Ace of Cups. There you go. At least I don't see any type of depression and just, that's it. I'm done. I hit rock bottom. No. The way these cards are leading to, it's actually what it is. How life is. You meet beautiful people. You meet that one special person. And then you start thinking about the next thing. But yeah, of course, we are humans. We think about the past. The past comes up to the surface. And here we are having to face it again. But if you become mentally strong, emotionally and spiritually, you will be able to conquer it without having to reach out to anyone or anything. Things come up unexpectedly. You can come out pregnant. You signed a lease. You signed a contract. Feeling as if everything's going to be okay. Are those people over there going to like me? Am I going to be approved by this family? Is the dog going to like me? Those are things that, yes, we definitely ask. We think about. But we forget that it's, what do we feel? How do we feel? Are we okay where we're at? Are we happy where we're at? Do we feel successful in this? Do we see success in this? That is what is important. And for you to right away tell yourself, after feeling as if, am I going to be approved? For you to be able to dive in and look at your whole life, where you are right now, how you feel right now, how you see yourself right now. To be able to look at that it's a lot. Because there's some people that just go with it. And they know deep down inside that it's not the right thing. So of course later on things get very rocky. I'm not saying that it's not going to work out at the end. It's not going to be a happily ever after. But like I said, for you to be able to realize, to really dive in. And yeah, there might be some people you have to cut off. Some people that might bring destruction into your relationship. But it has to happen, because later on, who knows, it probably would have been 1,000,000 times worse. So this relief, this happiness, this cry of joy. And yeah, looking back, it's like, wow. The Seven of Wands. Fighting for what you believe in. Now, of course, this card can definitely be a card of jealousy. You're being a little too hard on yourself and others. Your partner. In other words, like, this is mine. This is mine. And again, I understand that if you're in a relationship, like, hey, this is my partner now. Yes, but he's not an object, or she's not an object. Now, I'm not saying let your partner go out and party and, let him or her come 3 days later. Of course not. But I don't know if because of this destruction that happened, or that might happen for some of you, has, yes, brought you happiness, but now it's like you want to make sure you take care of it, because some issues happened, and now it's like, I gotta take care of this relationship. I don't want to lose this relationship. I already lost a friend. He already lost a friend, a aunt, or whatever the case may be. So just be careful, Be careful on how hard you are on yourself and your partner, because it will cause stress. And the overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of, yes, abundance. But also it's a card of, I have a house, I have my family, I have dogs, I even have a garden. I have all the beautiful things in life. But here I am outside alone. My love life, I'm not really sure if I have a love life right now. That's something very deep, something to look at. Again, this is the overall energy. I mean, you can have a partner with you. You can have beautiful dinners out on beautiful restaurants, on the beach. You can have all of that. But is it because you have all of that, or because you love this person? That's something to really think about. Okay, Sagittarius. I'm going to pull a card from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck for you guys. Let's see. Sorry, you guys, I don't feel it yet. Revenge. Revenge. So here on the side, we have the moon phases. Let me grab my book here. Now, before that, what do you guys see in this card? How does this card make you feel? Of course, the name might say it all, but pay attention more to the illustration. Okay, so it is number 23. Let's see here. Revenge. The stage of the moon is anger. It is time to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. That's really how it says. So, of course, this is having to do with things from the past. Problems now that are coming out of nowhere. But you got to end it all. From the past to the present and what is to come. There is no white night, but there can be a black storm woven by fallen angels. What if there was a place where there is no more time for words, no more sense to bargain or negotiate, nor no more survival instinct to accept fear or ponder consequences? It's a place we can reach at the limit of our abuse, with the last spark of our dignity surging up as a powerful black flame. We cry, we hurt, and we strike to destroy. We destroy not for ourselves, because we are gone. We destroy for the fairness of the world. We destroy because if there is no sweet justice, there can at least be cruel revenge. We destroy for those who came earlier, for those who would have come later. We destroy, and we destroy, we forsake ourselves. Let me read that sentence again. We destroy, and as we destroy, we forsake ourselves. There is no going back, because coming back from that requires much more than force. Wow. So, just remember what that last card that you guys got was fighting. In other words, like, no, this is my home. This is my man. This is my woman. This is my time. This is my home. This is my circle. Because of what happened. Okay, Sagittarius. That's all I have for you guys. I hope to hear from you guys soon. My website is in the description if you want a private reading. Until then, you guys take care.